arm by the harness, give me the other end of the leash. Give me the other end of the leash, the other end of the leash.
Do you want the leash?
Yes. Let him go. Come. 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 Good boy. Come. Yes. Good. We're gonna switch to the slip lead now. Come. Good boy. Okay, now everybody understands that there's a lot of confusion going on, and most of it is just like he's unsure of people first approaching him, and he's also protecting you. And then now he's really looking for directions. But he's not a dog that is really conditioned to follow in directions either. Like he's not really like, come, sit, leave it, especially with distractions. So even though he wants to, he's not used to that. So you can tell a lot of confusion. So what I'm gonna start doing is teaching him to follow directions. And then we're going to teaching him how to handle different situations. Come. Yes, come. Good boy. Good job. Come. It's very important to let him know when he's doing the right thing as well, because right now we're forgetting about the reactivity and the issues with people and dogs, and we're focusing on just him listening to us. So if he, come. Yes, good. Come. You've reinforced it with a little bit of leash pressure. Yes, good boy. Good. But you don't want to have too much pressure. When he's paying attention over there, there's pressure, leave it. When he acknowledges me, I give him attention. So I make this the happiest place, even though there's dogs over there. So give him the leash to me again. Good boy. Come. Good boy. So the way that the prong collar works is actually the sensation of the collar that gets his attention. So when you put a prong collar, you don't want to hold onto your dog like this. Because see, before, you're holding him back because the harness is leaning against it. So it makes you conditioned to always holding your dog like this as well. But with a prong, we're going to do this. And if he responds, we let go of the tension. That's all he needs to do. And then I switch directions. I go this way, apply a little bit of pressure. He responds, it goes away. So watch the amount of tension that goes away from both my arms and his neck. He's no longer pacing around. He's no longer leaning against the leash. And I can lead the way. Now he knows I have something that gets his attention. So I go here, a little bit of pressure. Come. Come. Yes. Good. It's kind of like taking steps towards the end goal. So if the end goal is to teach him to be better around distractions, we're not going to just target that right now because we got to focus on his obedience first. So the obedience is just like leash manners, come, sit, leave it, and all the general obedience commands. So we're going to focus on come. Yes, good boy. Stop when I stop, hang out around me so he's not leaning against the leash and pulling a very different direction. If he's whining like this, again, he's just anxious. He doesn't know what to do with himself. So one thing that you can do is just keep his mind busy. That means you keep switching directions, keep him moving around. I'm going to make his mind is having to work all the time here right now. Because instead of me just stopping and letting him focus on the triggers and the environment, he's focusing on following directions from me. So see, I stop, he stops, and then I go this way. Come. Come. Yes. Good boy. Good job. Come. Come on. Good boy. Hey. Now when he holds himself there, this is perfect. This is just us hanging out. There's people here, there's dogs around. If he goes, see, notice the dog there again. He looks away on his own, so this is great. If he doesn't, this just means the dog's getting really uncomfortable. They're feeling triggered with the distraction. You help him out by doing this. Leave it and getting his attention away. So, and then you go back and go closer to the dog again. You want him to be able to look at the dog and look away. So this is great. He's looking at everybody. He's evaluating the room, but it's good body language. You see how it's more relaxed? He's not fixated on anyone in particular. He's looking around, he's a little bit more interested in the dog, but still not very bad. If I feel like he's getting triggered, which is basically when he's fixating on something. When he looks at something and he cannot look away, it's because he's uncomfortable. Think about if you're afraid of something and they're following you, you're not going to relax. You're going to keep looking back. You're going to be trying to watch it so you don't give your back to it. It's the same thing for dogs. So when they are seeing the dog like this, it's because he feels like their dog is a threat. It's dangerous for him, so he's on the defensive. Even though the dog is doing nothing, he doesn't understand that. You know, they're limited on how they can, how to understand these things. In his mind, it's just another dog, it's a threat, he's gotta be defensive. So because we know that, we're gonna work on getting the dog to be able to realize that they can trust us. You know, we go towards the dogs, come. Yes, and we walk away. Come. Even if dogs are barking at him like this, we teach him to ignore it. Come. Yes. Come on. Good boy. And then when he listens, we just show him that this is like the most comfortable place for him to be, you know? Come. Yes. Good boy. Come. So we're gonna try to keep him here on my side. Leave it. It's okay. See how he freezes like this? This is him getting on shore because I'm getting him closer to the dogs and he's like wondering what's gonna happen. Because this is different. Instead of you holding him back and him dragging you towards the dog, I'm now the one bringing him towards the dog, but I'm telling him what to do. Come. 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 It's okay. Come. Come. Good. So teaching him to be able to walk away from that is a very big deal. You know, we're teaching him to see a dog doing that and then walk away. And it wasn't easy for him. That's why he froze there. He was unsure. But the way that he's going to get better with this is repetition. So every time that I'm going to go a few times, every time that I go around and he realizes that even if a dog is lunging towards him and growling and barking, I can keep him safe and I stay calm and I give him directions. That's what's going to make him more comfortable. Let's go. Yes. Leave it. So right here, leave it. Let's go. Yes, well, only second time. Look at the difference. Let's go. He already learned very quickly that he can just walk away. If they don't feel like you know how to give them a way out, the only thing they know is that when that happens, they have to go and fight. I mean, that dog is basically threatening him and, you know, naturally he sees that as a threat. He becomes defensive. But I'm teaching him, look, he's looking at me. I'm giving him directions. Let's go. And he can trust me. So leave it. Leave it. Yes, come. Let's go. Perfect. Good boy. Come. Good boy. Come. You can get a little bit closer to me. Firmly, like leave it. You really have to reinforce it. Good. Okay, so with this exercise, I want to teach him to be very close to new people. So I'm just gonna, what we do is we're showing him how to do it. We're gonna go ahead and take him there. Come. So just, I mean, literally teach him that he can pass by. He's already very neutral with being here, which is very good. But we want to evaluate him. When he's looking, just so you know, when he stares right at people, it's a sign that he's getting uncomfortable. Like if he cannot look away. The way that he's doing right now is good. He's like, oh, there's people here. He's checking them out. But he's looking away. That means he's getting more comfortable. If he gets like this, just redirect his attention. Sometimes he might not know how to meet new people right away. So we're going to just teach him, come. Yes. Teach him to navigate being out in public. Good. Come. Let's go. Yes. Good. So once he gets comfortable, which is basically he warms up actually pretty quickly. Once you get him to this level, you're going to just bring him close to people and then just have him hang out here. You know, let him start to, maybe he's going to get curious, start to sniff them a little bit like he was already doing there. That's all good stuff. You know, so just kind of let him realize that it's okay to be there. Come on. Good. So right here, his mind is too much on the dog. You can tell he's getting like really unsure. So we just want to focus on getting him to be able to relax. Good. Good job. Yes. See? So this is great. If a dog can stop paying attention to the other dog and move away, it shows that they become a little more comfortable. And of course, you're not going to get like 100% of a dog that wants to eat another dog and then, you know, getting super excited about a dog or completely ignoring them. But it's by percentage if you see the dog improving. Again, he is still pretty interested. She's a little unsure of him because it's the energy from him is a little bit intense. But at the same time, he's doing great because he's able to look away. So all we would need to do here is repetition, you know? See, this is him like shaking it off. Because when he goes near a dog, he builds up all that tension again. He doesn't know what to expect from it. And so every time that he's able to walk away from it is a huge deal for him. Good job. Keep him coming. Perfect. And don't focus on anyone petting him or him playing with another dog. You just focus on teaching him to be around them, okay? without any interaction. Keep going, great. And then always tell him, good job, that's all he needs to do. Then you're gonna go right here. Yes, good. Now go away a little bit, and then you're gonna bring him towards the dog. Bring him towards the dog over here. Keep coming. You're not gonna be too close, but right where I was, right there, perfect. Now you're gonna, right there is where you're going to give him attention. That's where you give him affection. Good. And teach him that it's nice to be close to a dog. It's actually, it's okay and comfortable to be close to a dog. Don't physically try to move his head away from them, because that actually makes it more confusing to him. Just do a little bit of pull on the leash if you need to, or use your body language to invite him to you. Try not to manually move him to you, because that just becomes more confusing and distracting to him. That's it. And then put your hand out, he's gonna go to you. Good. That's it. Tell him, good job. Good job, and walk away. Keep going. And then go back away from the dog. Good. Yes, that was great. He's listening to the command.
We're on death row, buddy. This is Keystone. He's approximately 3 years old. We got him off of death row, and he is very reactive, and with his reactivity, he gets aggressive because he has a lot of anxiety, and not very socialized, and anytime somebody walks through our door, he's ready to kill somebody. So he lunges at the door and lunges at people when they walk through the door. So he needed help. He needed a lot of help. He was diagnosed with a lot of neurological issues. His feet buckle on him when he runs, so he falls over a lot. His feet cross a lot, and he simply falls over. He doesn't eat right. He scoops his food. He doesn't actually chew anything. He swallows everything whole because he can't chew his food. So he does choke sometimes, and I have to watch for that. And he falls a lot, falls into things, slams himself on the floor sometimes if he gets too anxious, and he starts jumping. He will fall over a lot and actually slam himself on the ground. He's on anxiety medication twice a day, morning and night, and that takes his edge off, but he is still very reactive and aggressive at new things, new people, new things. He gets very aggressive towards my husband if he comes in and he's not in the middle of us. He gets very aggressive towards my husband. I have learned a lot today. How to handle him and how to try to socialize him. It's apparent that he simply has not learned how to be social with people and around other dogs. So I have taken a lot of homework away and will be working with him daily.
This is Chowder. He's about 10, 12 years old. We got it from a shelter. He has a bite history. It's with men mainly in bikes. So we wanted to come in today and kind of get an idea of what's going on with him and, just basic training. And today we've learned leave it is the biggest thing for him, and making sure that my communication to him is also very clear, but then also letting go of the leash, not keeping that leash tense the whole time. And yeah, just removing him from situations where I think he's fixated on a dog, where he'll kind of just go right in and attack right after that, it seems like.